Hello, my name is Marilyn, and welcome to Moments with Marilyn. This is my first podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I am so super excited. So, right now, we're just going to go ahead and get into this. So, let me introduce you to my girls. First of all, I have to my right is Miss Nisha.
Hello.
Then I have the fabulous Miss Tiffany.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?
She's crazy. Then I have Miss the beautiful Sedaria.
What's up, fam?
Great, ladies, welcome. Thank you. We get ready to sit around and have our conversation as usual, because we talk about everything. So let's get going. Right now, every time you turn on the news, you hear about the coronavirus. Unfortunately, it has impacted us so much. It has impacted the whole world. So right now, we got to figure out what are we doing in the process of all this. Meaning, I know for me, I was going to the gym in the beginning, but I actually started exercising outside. I used to run a long time ago, so now I've actually started back running. A friend of mine is helping me to start back running. So I've been doing my 2 minute run and my 1 minute. Me and her went outside the other day. We did a workout plan that the church was doing and everything. I'm like, okay, Miss Trainer Tiffany. So right now we have to consider our physical health. And the physical health meaning is what you're putting in your body, what you're eating. As you see, we got our popcorn and we got our good old H2O, our water. Yeah, so we hydrating. And also after the physical health, we getting our exercise on. We walking, we running, and all that good stuff. In the meantime, we have to think about our spiritual health. So Nisha and Sedaria, let's talk about that. Let me see what you guys doing as far as your spiritual health. Because guess what? We can't go to church because of the social distancing. So let me hear what you guys about that.
I will say that right now, with the challenge of us not being able to go to church, I miss going to church. I miss fellowshipping with you all and being able to hug and see everybody. But thank goodness that our pastor has been able to stream it. So we've been able to see our messages online, different things, being able to read. I think at this time it's just drawing me closer to God. So it's allowing me to have more time to spend with him, knowing that we can't really go to church at this time. So just taking some time to reflect and being able to think about, even though we can't get there, we can still worship at home because worship is what's within you as individuals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here. I really have missed the word, like the realm, like being in the midst of everyone in the actual atmosphere. But with me being able to go out in my backyard, with that lake or a pond, okay,
like
a piece of water, body of water, that's just
homeowner.
serene to me, and that's spiritual, and it's just I'm able to just get more with God because that's something that He created, and it's awesome now. So I enjoy that time, more time on my lunch breaks because I'm working from home. So on my lunch break, I go out in the backyard and just have a little peace time with myself and with the Lord. And it's good for me. So it's been a good change.
Absolutely. Awesome. Now, Miss Tiffany, let's talk about the mental health aspect of it.
Okay. But I just have to say this. Congratulations on your house, Nisha.
Whoop, whoop.
And Marilyn, you was getting it together the other day. Y'all, she was running down 301 looking like Jacka Joyner Kersey. I said,
Let me get a high five on
is
that.
that Marilyn on the road? I said, girl, you better do something. Girl, okay. So it's your girl, Miss Tiffany, a.k.a. Church Lady, Sister Tiffany, whatever. Let me tell you, mental health is just, people don't want to talk about it, but I just want everyone to be encouraged. Do not allow this season of the coronavirus, because it's nothing but a season. Don't let it get y'all in the blues, hence You see y'all blues, So, but we live in life, right? You still gotta wash your hands as we've been doing before the coronavirus, but just some little tidbits. So this could cause a lot of concern, increasing of the depression and the anxiety. So I'm just gonna show you all just a few brief things, okay? So during this time, we need to focus on some more mindfulness activities. So whether it is squeezing a stress ball, a little stress pad such as this. Any brand, it doesn't matter. So think of self-soothing. So our 5 senses, so something to feel. Then, when something stinks, it kind of alters our mood. But when something smells good, pass that around, y'all. When something smells good, you want it to linger in the room, so it can
This does smell good.
calm you down, keep the mood, And then, now, I don't play about no, everybody always asks me for some gum. It don't matter what
Tiffany
brand.
always have gum.
Keep your gum, keep that fresh breath, okay? Now, it's something about having that mood, something smells good, your breath is smelling right, you tasting something good and minty, just get your mood on fire, y'all. No need to have some dirty hands and some stank breath during this time. Take care of yourself. Okay, so if y'all need some gum, but y'all smell good.
All right, but we ain't chewing gum.
Now,
Thank
now, whether you are Android, iPhone, I'm not here to sell or market any, whatever your choice is, have something that pleases the eyes. So watch your favorite movie. Get on your Netflix, your Hulu, whatever you have, YouTube, whatever. Hey, watch Moments with Marilyn. Listen to something that's going to be good. Get your mood right. So, just take care of yourself. That's all I have for you.
Okay, well, thank you, Tiffany. Sister Tiffany, as she always, girl, why you keep calling yourself Sister Tiffany? You're right, she is our sister.
That's right.
Okay, we also, what about our social life? OMG, it has went down the toilet. We are truly, all of us are single.
Yeah.
All of us are single. Praise the Lord, everybody, all of us are single.
Singleness is a gift.
Singleness is a gift.
Amen.
However, it has really put a halt to our social life.
Yeah.
I mean, how we get together, we really can't do that anymore. We would come over, y'all would come over, I'll come over to you guys' house, and we watch movies. We just go out and hang out to dinner. We can't do that anymore because all the restaurants are closed. Again, like you said, the churches are closed, so we can't even fellowship in church. So it has really impacted our social life. Not only that, a lot of companies and people are working from home. Me included. That's a great thing. But you got to think about people whose job, their coworkers, it's the only social life that they have. Their job is actually their social life for a lot of people. So we have to consider how that may impact some of those people. In the meantime, us being single, you can't go on a date. So what do when you can't go on a date?
That really hasn't impacted me yet. I wasn't dating before, so.
Well, I can chime in and say the same thing, Nisha. So, unfortunately, we didn't have that before.
You didn't have that luxury?
That luxury before.
None of us have had. Well, I've had.
No, you have. You have.
Tell on her, girl.
Let's be clear. She has.
I have, but at the same time, it done went to a screeching halt. That's when I was getting that momentum. It has really went to a screeching halt. Which is okay right now. So I guess we have to be on the phone and talking to get to know one another. Okay, yeah. With that being said, after all this virus stuff is over, we got our staycations that we gonna have to do, on the beach and everything. So we're gonna get our social life going again. So with that being said, let's talk about the do's and don'ts of dating and relationships. What do y'all think about that?
I hope we got enough popcorn to discuss this. Girl,
it's so rough. It's rough out there, ain't it?
These people is crazy.
Okay, so let's start with the do's first. Okay, Mr. Daria, how about you start off with do number 1? These are the do's and don'ts of starting a relationship.
So show interest in in the other person. Ask about their likes and dislikes, their family and friends. values and beliefs, goals and dreams. So when I think about that, you're meeting someone new, you want to get to know that person, right? You want to know about that person. I think that it would be kind of awkward if you didn't ask about this person. He says, okay, I have a daughter. Well, inquire about that daughter. Not to be intrusive and be all in the person's business, but being able to ask questions about that person, their values and their beliefs, because what you want to make sure is that they line up with what you believe in, because if it's not somebody that I think that you have an alignment with, then perhaps are you just like wasting your time? I think it's important that you show that person that interest, because you want that person to show interest back to you, right? You don't want to be interested in that person and he not ask you anything, right?
If he doesn't ask you any questions, that means he's really not interested in you. Meaning, he's going to want to know something about you. What's your favorite color?
Right.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Right.
You know, what song do you like? Do you even like to dance? You know, he may not even like to dance. I love to dance. So I want a man who wants to dance, because I like to dance. You know, I love the movies. So I want that. And part in my life. I want that person to know that about me, but he won't know that about me if he's not asking that question. And then on top of that, if he doesn't ask the question, I mean, he really ain't interested in me.
Right. What about the goals and dreams and aspirations of that person? What if that person doesn't have any goals? They don't have any dreams. So
then that's a park card that we don't need to follow.
We can't follow a park card. We know where that came from.
Right.
So you
We cannot follow a park card.
card.
So no, we gonna keep it moving. Okay, let's do one of the don'ts. Nisha, read one of the don'ts, please.
Okay. Don't wait for someone you're interested in to come to you. It's okay for guys and girls to make the first move. What y'all think about that?
Oh, well. Now, Sadara and I actually had that conversation the other day.
We sure did.
I just don't approach people. You know, that's just me. I just don't. So this telling me don't wait for the person to, if I see somebody and like that person, it's telling me not to wait for them to, but I don't know. I guess that's the uncomfortable. That's not a comfort zone for me.
So Marilyn and I were talking about that. Was it last week? I think.
We were talking about last
we just talked about this. And back in the day, I was a different person than what I am today.
Well,
Yes. Praise God. But I had no problems going up to somebody and speaking to that person and striking up a conversation. I think it has a lot to do with the confidence that you have within yourself to allow you to be able to do that. Now, I'm not saying being fancy pants and whatever.
Being all aggressive.
Being aggressive, right, that's the word. But if you saw someone and they sparked an interest, especially if you made eye contact, I think it's really okay for you to walk up to that person and have a conversation, because you guys have already made that eye contact. Yeah. So I think it is actually okay that you proceed to speak into that person and just see where the conversation goes.
I agree.
And see, when I make eye contact with a person, they just smile. Guys really don't approach ladies anymore. So I feel as though when we do the approaching, it's like chasing. It's like, do I really want to continue to chase? And it's like if I make eye contact with you, and I smile at you, I'm letting that man know I'm interested. Hey, I'm here. Come back, talk to me. So now this is telling me I need to go say something to him.
So it's okay for you to say hello.
I see that now, but let Miss Marilyn work on that.
It's okay to approach. That don't mean chasing.
That part.
It doesn't mean chasing. So me personally, I'm not a very outgoing person. I don't just speak to I speak kindly to everybody. But I think it's okay, especially if you have that personality, to approach them, to tell them, hey, you look nice today. Oh, I like that. What you wearing? What's that cologne? So I think that's okay. But chasing, no, because that's just not.
Okay, Miss Nisha, I'm going to remind you of that later. But I'm going to say, okay, when we out and about and you say, oh, he cute. I'm like, okay, girl,
go approach him.
Show in. So y'all heard her firsthand, and I'm going to see what she goes.
But what did I preface that with? That I'm not that. I said it's okay, but I'm not that person.
Well, both of us, we gonna
work on that.
We gonna work on that. Okay, let's do another.
Something to add to that, though. But you remember that song "Bust a Move"? Y'all know that's somebody. I think it was Young MC. I could be wrong. Y'all look it up at home. But "Bust a Move," y'all. So this whole conversation made me think about that. Now, just be careful because I smile too. But sometimes you be smiling at the wrong ones, and you be like, I want to let them know I'm interested. Just kind of. You know what I mean? Because them signals, they can go kind of left. So we just have to be cognizant. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's do another do. Tiffany, read a do, please.
Okay. So, be honest. Yes, keep it 100, okay? All right, be honest about who you are and what you want out of your relationship. And of course, this requires knowing yourself first. What is that? To thy own self be true. What are your thoughts, ladies?
Okay, so on this one, be honest about who you are. I'm always honest about who I am. And but the thing is, the last part about knowing yourself, that requires knowing yourself, that's what I've been doing in the last few days. Few years. Because being married for 17 years and being a mom and a wife, and when I actually got divorced, I didn't know who Nisha was. So I had to I guess, get to know myself more. So I'm always honest about different things of what I like or don't like. I don't perpetrate in front of nobody. Girl, women, boys, nobody, just like friends. I'm not finna perpetrate and say I like this. But you have to be honest of who you are. But again, you got to know yourself in order to.
That part, you have to know yourself. And we as women, we need to take the time to heal after bad relationships.
Amen.
And not rush into a situation just because, oh my God, I'm afraid to be alone. So you need to know yourself, and you need to be honest with who yourself. Sometimes you just need to look in the mirror at yourself like, girl, you trifling in this area, that area, now get it together. Meaning we have to, in order for, we all say that we want a man and a husband and everything, but we have to prepare for that. This is like a car. Your car ain't gonna start if you don't put gas in it. Your car eventually gonna break down if you don't do maintenance. You need to do maintenance on yourself in all aspects of it. And you need to be honest with yourself in order for you to be honest with that other person. And you need to know yourself in order to move into that next sector of it. Okay, let's do another don't. Can you, Sedaria?
Y'all know I can't see without my
How about
glasses
I
here.
do it?
So I
do the spend the night.
Oh.
I mean,
play. Yeah.
yeah.
Don't play hard to get or other mind games. We are too old,
Too grown.
too grown to be playing
Yeah.
games. I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm just very seasoned. Very seasoned.
Yes.
So we have no time for the games, ladies, right?
You look good for your season.
Can I get thank you? Thank you. I received. But nobody has time to play games, right? So just be grown about your business.
Exactly. If you don't, fellas, if you guys don't want a relationship, tell us that. If you guys got 20 kids out here, tell us that. If you got 5 baby mamas, tell us that. If you married,
Please tell us that.
Amen. Tell us that. So we can make the choice on a situation we want to get into. Don't be sitting up here perpetrating and lying. Not cool at all.
Right.
Ladies.
Something else. And if you confused about anything she just said, tell us that.
Amen.
That part.
That part. Let's take a drink on that one, ladies. Clink, 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 clink. Tell us that. Okay, let's do one more do. One more do. Hurry up. One more do. Let's do.
Bring your own money on a date. Do bring your own money on a date and be prepared to pay. It's often awkward knowing who should pay, but it shouldn't be assumed that it's the guy's role. Often women want to pay for themselves so they can remain independent and not feel like they owe something.
Okay,
Yes.
let me wrap this up with that one. So we should bring our own money on a date.
Regardless.
Because you never know. when you have to pay. But to me, if a man asks you out on a date, he needs to pay. Ladies, if you ask a man out on a date, you need to pay. But always bring your own money so you won't wind up, in case the date don't happen, you can pull out that credit card, boom. You know what? I'm not liking this evening. I'll pay for my own meal. Check, please. Pay your bill, and you exit the door and lose my number. How about that? Okay.
And Marilyn has spoken.
In that order.
I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank you, my ladies, my girls, my road dog, Miss Nisha, and of course the beautiful Sadaria. Thank you guys for joining us for our first podcast of Moments with Marilyn. Please follow me on Facebook at Moments with Marilyn, on Instagram at Moments with Marilyn, and like, share, and follow me and subscribe on YouTube at Moments with Marilyn. Also, you can email any questions or comments that you may have at momentswithmarilyn, MARILYN, @gmail.com. Again, that's Moments with Marilyn. That's me, your girl Marilyn, @gmail.com. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Adios.